What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again for some off-site hotel filming. So, Game 6 yesterday, the preseason game against St. Louis. I'm currently visiting New Hampshire. If you're wondering where I am, I'm in a hotel. And, I was in Vermont yesterday. Toured New Hampshire. We just got to New Hampshire about an hour ago. Just ate for the first time, and it's Eastern time, so it's an hour ahead. But, so preseason game 6, final preseason game, which was in St. Louis against the St. Louis Blues on October 8th at 2 p.m. I got the work done yesterday. I wanted to film yesterday since it was an early game, but I just never had a chance. St. Louis wins 6-0. Shut out the Hawks in their third preseason, 3 of 6 preseason games. They scored 6 goals all preseason, the Hawks. Get outshot 25-24 by St. Louis. They out-hit St. Louis 20-18. Face-offs were 28-19 St. Louis. On the power play, Chicago goes 0 for 5. St. Louis goes 1 for 4. Mrazek saves 19 out of 25. Bennington saves 24 out of 24. Since this game was not televised, which I'll make a note of that right now, it was not televised, so I only have the goals and penalties. So we'll get right into it right now. So in the first period at 10:12, it's a St. Louis goal to Ivan Barbashev from Bortuzzo and Neighbors to make it 1-0. Then 13 seconds later for the second straight game at 9:49, it's a St. Louis goal to Nikita Alexandrov from Bortuzzo and Achari to make it 2-0. At 9:24, it's a Chicago penalty to Lafferty for slashing, which would be killed. At 8:22, it's a St. Louis penalty to O'Reilly for tripping, which would be killed. At 8:02, then it's a St. Louis goal from Jordan Kyrou during the 4-on-4 session, and from Shen and Leddy to make it 3-0. And then later in the first period at 1:47, it's a Chicago penalty to Andreas Athanasiou for tripping, which would be killed. That concludes the first period. If you hear a bunch of stomping around, I am apologizing. Whoever is upstairs right now is really being loud. Second period at 8:17, it's a Chicago penalty to Radish for hooking. And at 17:01, St. Louis makes the Hawks pay as it's a power play goal from Robert Thomas from Tarasenko and Buchnevich to make it 4-0. Then at 15:21, it's a Chicago penalty to Regula for tripping, which would be killed. Then at 9:41, it's a St. Louis goal. It's a St. Louis goal from Ryan O'Reilly, from Mikkola and Kyrou. That makes it 5-0, and we're only halfway through the game. Then at 7:35, it's a St. Louis penalty to Alexandrov for tripping, which would be killed. Then we have a 2:55, a St. Louis goal, which would be the last one, from Ivan Barbashev, his second of the game, from Neighbors and Shen to make it 6-0. And that would be the end of a lot of goals St. Louis would score. And in the third period, 3 penalties, all for St. Louis. At 15:27 is a St. Louis penalty to Mikkola for slashing, which would be killed. At 14:25, it's a St. Louis penalty to Bortuzzo for interference, which would be killed. And then at 12:27, it's a St. Louis penalty to Thomas, for hooking, which would be killed. So, that's it for that preseason game. Regular season starts on October 11th. I watched the first 2 games in Prague between San Jose and Nashville. Nashville wins both 4-1 and 3-2 to start the season off. 2 games on October 11th between the Rangers and the Lightning, and then the Kings in Vegas. Then the Hawks have their first game on October 12th against the Avs. They'll get to see their Stanley Cup banner raising. So we'll see how that goes there. It's probably not going to go good. Hawks are going to have just a fantastic season this year. I'm being sarcastic, of course. And I'll be getting back from vacation that night, so I should be able to watch the game and do the reporting tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys so much for watching and this vacation edition of BFR preseason. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.